I have heard so many preachers say that there are several heavens. Some say 10, some say 7, some say 3. But what does the Bible say about this? Let us see the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. And it says, I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell, God knoweth. Such an one caught up to the third heaven. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 10. He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. If I may ask you, where do you think God's throne is? There is no man having built a house will have his abode at the ground floor and have his tenants live above him. First floor, second floor, third floor. The man will have his abode at the last floor. That you will agree with me. Now let us confirm the number of heavens. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now this is the introduction of every event that took place within the space of the heaven and the earth. The contents of verse 1 are the happenings from verse 2 to verse 31. Now verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Verse 3. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. This light is what we call day. When you wake up in the morning, this is the brightness that you see that will not allow you put your torchlight to use until evening. Verse 4. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. Verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Now, verse 6 to 8 will tell us that heaven that verse 1 of this chapter is referring to. Then you will realize that this beginning of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 is not actually the beginning of God's handworks. Verse 6. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Verse 7. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. Verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Now, what is a firmament? Or what is this firmament that God called heaven? This is the dome that looks so solid, that curve of the sky, the cloud that you see, that area where birds fly, aeroplanes fly. That is the firmament. In Hebrew word, it is called rakia. God called it heaven. And this is the first heaven, counting from the earth. So where is the second heaven located? Join me on the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also like and share. God bless you. Jesus is God.